Yo, Warriors. First of all, I got to tell you, I apologize. I didn't do the wake last night. And the reason why I didn't do the wake last night was because I was watching Ohio State, a team that I never thought I'd be rooting for until the quarterback, right, that they got this year, Will Howard, happens to be a good friend of my son, which, I'm a Notre Dame guy, right? So I'm kind of worried about what's going to happen on the 11th when they play the national championship. I want to root for my kid's buddy, right? Ohio State. Man, how many kids from Downingtown actually make it and are the star of college national championship? Or Notre Dame, a team I've been rooting for since I was in the womb. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm late today, right? And then this morning, you tell I got my Viking Scout troop stuff on. We were out doing a service project for the township where we go out and pick up old Christmas trees. All right, enough about me. More about Rabid Grannies. What did you guys think of that movie? Right? To me, it was a hoot. Right? It I like the way that it spoofed Downton Abbey and that whole English snobatorium and that whole genre, right? We're all you have to watch all these rich people and you're supposed to go ooh, snobs, right? But it was funny. It was really funny because you had the poor priest, right? The poor priest is trying to you know, be a nice guy about the whole thing, right? Meanwhile, right, people are getting killed left and right, and we should have had a body count cam. I think I got up to seven or eight before I stopped counting, But again, a great movie, right? And and I like the idle banner that the doc and I had back and forth. We were talking about family reunions and our grannies and stuff. And and then when I talked about my one Grandma Callahan, dude, she could make a meal out of anything, and it was good, right? When I would say that she had leftover, pardon me, she was the queen of leftover um, omelets. She was, and trust me, she she would nothing went to waste for somebody. She grew up in the Great Depression, right? And she's born in 1902, something like that. But she grew up in the Great Depression, right? And back then you had to make like things meet. You had to be able to fit all your meals in, right, and not waste anything. Trust me. Oh my God. I mean, she was raising a family during the Depression. Anyway, but great movie. I liked how the when they opened up the box, right, and they thought it was going to be a great gift, and then bang, like Pandora's box, and then death ensued. And I'm drinking, right? It's my post Viking Scout Troop Service Project beer. It's a Rochambeau from Bog Turtle, which is down in Rising Sun, Maryland. I pop in there when we get back from camp. But now you notice I got a green screen behind me. Now, this week I'm hosting by myself Alligator. Great movie. Chicago has never done it. And Chicago, right, has never looked better. So basically, the story of Alligator, people buy an alligator, right? That was a thing back in the 60s and 70s, right? Even early 80s. You go down to Florida, right? Alabama, southern Georgia, go to an alligator farm, right? And you can buy caiman, about that big, right? Thing is, the caimans grow into being like that big and huge, you know. So it was one of those goofy movies, right? And a ton of movies came out after Jaws where they used an animal, right? And that animal goes on a rampage and killing people, you know. there was piranha, there was grizzly, right? And then now there's like meth gator, cocaine bear, all kinds of crazy movies that came out using an animal that goes out and kills people based off of the whole uh, Jaws genre. And it's just funny, even though there have been movies about animals going crazy, killer shrews, right? The ant kingdom of the ants, spiders, right? The giant Gila monster, right? All those great classic movies, but none of them made it like Jaws did. Jaws just basically took something that everybody likes to do, go out and swim, right? And then bang, right? The suspense and the shark kills people. Right? It's a genre that has been around for years, but Jaws took it to the top. And then after that, there was a ton in that genre of movies that were, pardon me, that were based off an animal going crazy, and then people not believing it. Right, that's what happens. People don't believe it, right? And the next thing you know, bang, everybody's dead. So that's next week. The week after that, I believe it's Tales from the Crypt, but it's Tales from the Crypt from the '70s, and the Doc is going to host that by himself. Um, and he and I think there's like there's four different vignettes in it. Okay, but we got a boatload of new movies coming up, and I can't say enough, right, about the boss. He got us after Cemetery Cinema every week, right? Offbeat cinema. Offbeat cinema basically has been, I think they're like 17 years, 18 years been going on, probably more, right? And it's three beatniks, right? And you're in their coffee house and they watch movies. But they don't just watch horror movies, right? They got bad movies. So they have a lot of variety. Now, granted, it's more science fictionish, but they have a lot of really good movies, and they're based out of Buffalo, New York, and they're great. And when you're watching their show, right, a lot of the commercials that you'll see will be for this taco place up there, and then there's like a Grateful Dead store up there. So it's a lot of, and when you watch it, right, you get um a lot of like the Buffalo and vibe to it, right? It's really really good, and I like those guys. And I've been watching them on another channel, the Retro channel, for years, you know, and I thoroughly enjoy everything they do, and you guys will get a kick when they show Werewolves on Wheels. You guys will laugh your butts off. Okay. Now, one thing I got to say before I move on, right, is we just hit over 1,000 followers on Cemetery Cinema, and I'm going to verify how many we have now, right? But and I can't thank you guys enough, because that just shows how much you guys are out there helping us, right? So we are at 1,084 followers, right? And we've had at least 700 more people join our Instagram page since we showed Santa Claus versus the Martians, which to me was our top movie we did this year. Reanimator was good, right? And then we had the independent movies like Porch Pirate and Slaughter Beach and all those movies, right? Grotesque, which I am still in love with that girl from Grotesque, smaller nose version, and it's been a long time coming, and I'm really really happy that we got we got uh, we got those movies, and we got and you guys are like doing us a favor and joining our Instagram page. So, well, what do we got coming up? Because the boss just posted a bunch of movies that we have that are coming up in October, or pardon me, October, in February and March and April, I believe. Right. So in February, we got, let's see what we got on here. Got to find where the boss posted them. Oh my goodness. I know love at first bite. Oh, here we go. Right. So in March, let's go with March first. Phantom of the Opera, the original, the silent movie. Guys will be you love it. Claude Rains is in it. You're going to enjoy it. Q, the winged serpent. Now, Q is basically the Quetzalcoatl, which is the Aztec dragon beast thing, right? That's going to be you guys are going to love it, right? And we have a few kaiju tie-ins that we can get going with it. Um, I'm Haunted, which is a three-part movie. We're going to have that on at one episode on every month for the next 3 months. Fangs, another independent movie, really good independent movie, right? Then we have um, in February, Little Shop of Horrors. We're going to show that the uh, weekend of Valentine's Day. It's a good Valentine's Day movie, right? We have the Final Terror. You guys will love the Final Terror. Final Terror. It's a good classic B movies from the '60s, right? Classic. We have Ezra and Gore Girl, right? Horror anthology. So it's going to be, I think it's 3 pieces in that one, an independent one, and then Z Eero, right? And it's like a zombie type of movie, zombie meets Terminator type of movie. You guys will get a kick out of that. And the boss just hooked up with, I think it's the Midnight Movie Production Company. We're going to have access to all their indie movies, right? I can't wait for that. We'll find out what ones we're going to get. We have a Crickfoot coming up. Now, the Doc and I are doing an appearance at this place in Quakertown in, we bring it up, Quakertown in May 17th, right? And it's called Bones Bizarre Horror Market. Now, um, Bone is the fella who did Crickfoot, right? Now, Crickfoot is it's one of those movies. Sorry, I'm finishing my beer up here. One of those movies that was kind of like crowd casted, meaning that he sent a thing out to all of his friends and fellow actors and stuff and said, "Give me a 5 to 10 minute vignette about Crickfoot," and he basically gave him a story about it. And a lot of people up in that area did it right, and it was fantastic. I loved it. You guys will get a huge kick out of it, right? But we're doing an appearance there. We're gonna have a table there, right? You guys want to come and see us, right? All you have to do is go out to sinisterbonesevents.com, right? And then you can meet us up at the Quakertown Farmers Market, right? And it'll be a blast. There's a ton of guests are going to be there. We'll be there. We'll have some swag for you guys to buy, right? And it'll be fun. Okay. Most of all, right? I just want to guys, if you know anybody out in LA in the Hollywood area, right? You know, and say some prayers for them. There's a lot going on out there with the fires. The company that I work for in my real life job, um, we have a lot of hospitals out there, and I've been talking to them the last few days, and it's bad. It's really bad. I mean, with the Palisades alone, that whole neighborhood is gone. It's destroyed. So, um, say a few prayers for them. I'm going to say a few prayers to Odin and ask that he would help out some of the people out there, right? And seriously, if there's any funds that come up, right, donate, try to help them, right? Really, really do your best to, try to take care of these people because that's what America's about, right? We all help each other, whether right, left, black, white, green, blue. Well, not the blue people. I hate those blue people. Those blue people that are down out of Vegas that all they do is bang the tubes. The heck with them. But everybody else, you want to help out. All right. So there I am. This is the Wake. I'm the Mad Darbarian of Cemetery Cinema. Right. Doc did the obit last night, And then a special news announcement, the post-mortem that the boss does, he's going to be putting them off till the spring. All right? So, Mad Darbarian, I'm OUT. I'm out, go out watch one of my scouts. He plays in the School of Rock out here in Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Right? He's a really good kid. And I'm going to go out and I'm going to watch some Nirvana and Pearl Jam. That's what they're covering today. All right? Mad Darbarian out. See you Friday with Alligator. I'm out. See ya. All right. How do I end this? Technology, guys. Oh, end live video. Bye.